everyone, and welcome back to DHS Sportscenter. On today's episode, we have 3 of the Dartmouth High School field hockey captains to talk about how their season went this year. Hello everyone, and welcome back to DHS Sports Center. Today I have the field hockey captains, so can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Avery Smith.
I'm Kaylin Zuber.
Sydney.
All right, and what are your thoughts on how your season went this year?
I think our season went really good this year. We had high hopes because our team was relatively the same, and I think we grew a lot.
Yeah, I think we had a really good season. We had a lot of good team chemistry, and we played our hearts out every game.
I think because we're all friends, we were able to stay really close and just have a good time throughout the whole season.
All right, that's great. What has been your main motivation to put it all out there on the field?
Probably like that it's my senior year, and I played with these girls for my whole entire field hockey career, so.
Yeah, I would say that it's almost for the coaches. Our coaches have like very high expectations of us, and we love them, so we give everything for our coaches.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Avery. I think definitely for ourselves, knowing it's our last year, and also for the younger kids, just to show them like who we are as a team and what they can do for the years to come.
Mm-hmm. So as you're leaving the team this year, what will you miss most about field hockey?
I'll definitely miss like the community and the team and the coaches. It was just a good environment to be surrounded by.
Yeah, I completely agree with Avery. I think our team was so close. We were with each other every day. Even when we didn't have practice, we'd still all talk. And I'll definitely miss those girls.
I agree. Definitely the team, hanging out literally every day, and especially doing things outside of field hockey.
Awesome. So what was your favorite moment of this season?
My favorite moment was the North Attleboro away game. It was just like an intense game, and our team was very supportive.
Yeah. I would either say our first playoff game or senior night, when you watch like everyone come together, and it's like the realization of like how happy we were the past 4 years playing with each other.
When we took a bus to go watch a playoff game, and Argun was driving, and all the starters went to go watch it, and some of the other girls, that was really fun.
So Avery, I know you said your favorite moment of the season was the North Attleboro game. Can you talk more about what that was like?
Well, we knew that North Attleboro was a more challenging team that we versed this season, so we were all kind of like nervous going into it, but it was such an intense game. The sideline was so like positive and cheerful, and it encouraged us to play really hard, so that the next time we versed them, we were very like motivated to do good, and we ended up beating them the second time.
Great. Kaylin, could you talk about how connected is your team outside of the sport? Like, do you guys hang out with each other outside of practices that much?
I would say at least once a week we have a team dinner where we all go to someone's house and hang out and just have dinner together. Even like throughout all of school, we still talk to each other. We all still hang out. We're all very close friends outside of the sport, but I think the friendships were formed from actually playing together every single day. Even during the season, we'd go to soccer games together. We would do basically everything together. We definitely just are like more friends than teammates.
So Sydney, what were your biggest rivals this year, and what were those games like?
I think our biggest rivals were definitely, as Avery said, North Attleboro, and like the teams in the Cape, like Dennis, Yarmouth, and Barnstable. All the girls had a really solid team, and they like worked well together. And usually the teams we face aren't like as tough as they are, and they kind of play differently than the teams we usually face, so it was hard to adjust to that, but once we picked it up, we just tried to keep going and keep up with them. I know last year we lost to North Attleboro. We lost by a lot. This year we kept up with them. And then DY was tough. Barnstable, same thing. We kept up with them this year, same as last year.
All right. So now I'll go back down the line. Kaylin, I know you talked about you're not as much as recognized as other fall sports. How do you think you could get more fans to the games, and what would you say to them?
Honestly, I think I would just say that if you don't really understand field hockey, it is harder to pick up on as a fan, but if you pay attention, you can understand it. I think senior night we had basically a student section there. That was our only game with a lot of fans, and they all had a great time. They were cheering, they were screaming the whole time. It's more of there's more calls to understand, but it's a fun and it's always a coming back game. It doesn't matter the score in the beginning, there's always a chance to come back.
All right, now here's a question for each of you. What was your biggest advice you learned from your coach?
I would say that mine would be to just always lead by example and have positive energy on and off the field, because it impacts others a lot.
I would say mine is just do your best. That's all you can do. Give everything you got. As we say on field hockey, give 110% with everything you do.
I would say Argon always tells us, if you make a mistake, just to forget about it and move on to the next play, because it's true. You don't want to keep that mistake in the back of your mind, because then when you keep playing, it's just going to be there and you're going to keep messing up. So you just have to let it go and restart.
All right, great pieces of advice. And finally, what do you think sets field hockey apart from other athletic offerings at DHS?
Once again, I feel how family-oriented the team is. I feel one thing about Dartmouth is we're very inclusive to every grade. JV and varsity is very combined too.
Yeah, I agree with Avery. Along with that, we don't get as much recognition as other sports during the fall season, yet we come together and we're still just one big family.
I think field hockey is the sport that a lot of kids pick up when they're younger, but in high school it's a good option to do. I started my freshman year, and especially having friends and stuff, I think it's a good way to get included and involved.
Yeah. All right, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming on. You can take a squishy ball.
Thank you for having
Squishy
us.
sports ball if you want.
Thanks, Landon.
Of course. All right, thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
So the school has entrusted me, Coach Parati, to start a Walk Correctly to School program class. First, I'm going to start them out with the soft skills in the classroom of looking both ways, back and forth.
Everyone ready?
Once they learn those soft skills, then it's time to actually take them on the road, take them outside so they get hands-on experience crossing the crosswalks and learning how to cross those walks correctly.
Let's go!
What do road signs actually mean?
What do we do here? We stop! Stop! Good.
And the word is spreading about the class. My students are now teaching other students how to cross safely. And that's a good thing.
Cross, cross, cross.